It was a close first period. You guys didn't get off to much of a start there. They jumped up 3 quick goals, but you've come back. Seems like you weren't into the game at the start of it.
Yeah, it's a 1-goal game now, and we're lucky to be back in it. But they came out flying again. The Longhorn, they won't let up, that's for sure. They came out flying and dumping the puck in and getting right on us. They're buzzing around there. They're working hard. So all we got to do is work hard this period and get some shots on net. We're not going to the net very well. Mike went to the net there, and we got a goal. Yeah, well, you left you wide open to be able to come right out, and it seemed that Paul Huber couldn't get back across the other side of the net because of the crowd in front of it and give you the whole side there. Yeah, that's the name of the game, going to the net. You know that, Doug. Once you start going to the net, things start to happen, eh? Well, it makes it 3-2. You got that last goal at about 36 seconds left in that first period, and that sure helps you guys going into the second period. So good luck in second round, and thanks, Doug. Yep. I've got my guest here, Derek Bell. Derek, that was a good first period for you guys. You got a quick jump up, 3-0, but you've let them back in with a couple of goals there. That last one right near the end of the period is not nice to get scored on you. So what are you going to do for the second period?
Yeah, right, Dougie. That one really hurt us. I mean, 35 seconds left. You know, we were buzzing all around them. We were checking on them. Hopefully that we wanted to keep that jump up at 3-1, and we let them back in it on a real bad one. And, you know, some bad bounces going our way, but some good ones. We're just going to have to play tighter and keep on them. Really watch a breakout. Well,
at the start of the game, you guys were all over them. You weren't giving them anything, and it just seemed like at the second part of the second half of that first period, you seemed to let down a bit. Looks if you can keep your skating up, you're going to be right back in there for the second period, though.
Well, it's real frustrating. I mean, both first games that we've let them back in for a few minutes, as you and I were talking earlier, and it really hurts us. I mean, we can't let that happen the second period, or we're going to be packing for the whole summer.
Okay.
Want a slice? Are you on? Oh, we're on, cooking here. We've been gabbing away here, talking about our pizza and everything like that, Jim. I got a mouthful, we can hardly talk.
Alrighty, Doug, we're set to go here. Second half, the Longhorn Outlaws leading Tapleys Winterhawks 3-2. It's Game 3, best of 5 championship final. The Winterhawks with a 2-0 lead. The Outlaws will have to win tonight to force a fourth game. And the puck in behind the Winterhawk goal. That's Shane Gilliott and Glenn Murray for the Outlaws. They couldn't get organized. It just cleared out into the neutral zone. Derek Bell now leaves it for Murray. Murray for the Outlaws pops it along the boards, runs into Bob Andrea. Gilliott chasing it in the corner there against Soppy, rings it around to the near side. Mike Broschek for the Outlaws dumps it into the corner. Bell tried to center it. Here's a chance for Gilliott. Leaves it for Murray. Scores! Nice bit of work.
Glenn Murray just picked that shorthand corner on Ray LeBlanc, but it was good. A good pullback by Shane Gilliott, moving that puck over to Glenn Murray, get that shot away.
For Murray, scores! Nice bit of work.
Glenn Murray just picked that shorthand corner
They got a quick one. The Winterhawks scored with, I think it was just about
35
seconds to go in the end of the first half. So the Outlaws changing that momentum around very quickly here in the second half. They lead 4-2. Mike Saller at the Winterhawks line. Heading out of Troy Welsh, this side to Mark Henderson. Henderson makes a move around Jeff Gare. Zoll knocking it down for the Outlaws. Try to clear it out. A shot there bouncing into Huber from Chris Pelche at the line. And a little more pushing and shoving at the side of the Outlaws' goal.
I don't think we're going to have anything going there. It was Henderson was just standing in front there. He really didn't do anything. And Huber has taken a little exception, I think, because of that last goal that was scored on him. He doesn't want anybody around him anymore. I can't blame him.
On that winner goal just at the close of the first half, Mike Sadler was all over Huber, but here's Henderson now. Ooh, tried to get it to Welsh. It was knocked down by the Outlaws defense, and Dave Crowther has his arm in the air. There's a penalty call of some kind coming, Doug.
It's a kneeing penalty.
Kneeing penalty against Jeff Gare.
Jeff Gare. Didn't see where that happened. I was watching the play, so I don't know. It must definitely came from some other altercation.
Winterhawks with the power play. They've got Colin Power at center ice with Henderson and Troy Welsh. Pelche and Sadler in defense. The Outlaws win that draw. Bang the puck off the boards. All the way back into the Winterhawks zone. LeBlanc leaves it for Sadler. Banks it along the near side here to Chris Pelche. Pelche to Colin Power. Heading out to Mark Henderson. Henderson steps over the Winterhawk line, gets it back to Power. Passes the side of the net to Henderson. Back to Sadler. Here's Pelche for the Winterhawks. Pelche turning against the checking there of Dufty. It's along the boards to Henderson. Henderson tried to clear it in front. Power grabbed the puck off an Outlaw skate to Pelche. Far side there. Mike Sadler winding up low. Slap shot. That's off his stick. Bounces back to Pelche. Sadler once again goes into the corner to Colin Power. Banks it off the end boards there. Welsh collides there with Taylor Wilson. Welsh goes down. Now Wilson with a puck. He fell, managed to get up and pop it off the boards and set it right back into the Winterhawk zone.
See, Taylor Wilson got away with a pretty hefty hit there, but they're not going to call too many body checking penalties in this game. It's going to have to be a pretty dirty shot before they're going to give him a penalty.
There's 48 seconds remaining in the Winterhawk power play as Pelche sets up along the near boards. Back to Power at the point. Now into Pelche once again. He works his way along the boards to Colin Power. Right point back to Pelche once again. Cutting in. Big slap shot. Oh, other side. Right to Troy Welsh. He takes the slap shot and set up well.
Beautiful goal. Chris Pelche just made it look like he was just going to let a blistering slap shot go at Paul Huber. And Paul Huber had to stand his ground. And with Troy Welsh on that far side, he just hit him right on the stick, and Troy could have been a fire hydrant on that one, and he would have scored. Of course, we wouldn't want to call Troy a fire hydrant because he's a heck of a hockey player, but that's the old Gretzky rule. 30 goals if you're a fire hydrant on Gretzky's line.
Great play by Chris Pelche and Troy Welsh. In the right spot at the right time. A power play goal has the Winterhawks back within 1 goal once again. Outlaws 4, Winterhawks 3. The puck in behind the Winterhawks net. Andrea has it. Banks it high in the glass. It's gloved down by Daryl Hannon of the Outlaws. Hannon to Paul Timmons. Rolling puck slap towards the net. And LeBlanc will hang on.
Mike Rothram all alone. Stand there just waiting for that puck to come loose again.
Rothram had a great first half for the Outlaws. Richard Zoll pulling into the face-off circle there against Rob Devine. Big Dwayne Kircher doesn't like the looks of them as they're kind of leaning over and getting the sticks in a little early. So he kicks them out of the face-off. Richard Stroutman now against Daryl Hannon. A couple of big dudes. Back to the Outlaw line, cleared in by Rothram. Hannon chases it into the corner. Hannon pulls up along the boards. Back to Richard Zoll. Hannon cut towards the net. It's centering pass is cleared in behind the net. Ooh, Zoll tried to wrap around. Cut off a couple of Winterhawks. Now here's Zoll once again. Dumps it into the corner. There's Mike Rothram. The Outlaws doing some good forechecking, Doug. Finally, the Winterhawks break out of their own zone. Devine with a ringside pass goes off the skate of Bruno Ducharme. Ducharme plays it back to Bob Andrea. His pass for Ducharme hops over his stick. Gare's got it for the Outlaws. Banked it all the way around the boards. It pops out over the blue line right in front of the Outlaws bench. And Derek Bell and it's like Shane Gilliatt working over Kevin Sopp.
Just a little bit, one on each side, each giving them one at a time, taking turns.
A little Winterhawk sandwich there for the Outlaws. They had Sopp right at their own bench.
Yeah, they could have grabbed him from the front and yanked him in there and worked him over big time.
We got 16-17 to go here, second half. The Outlaws leading the Winterhawks by a goal, and they've got to win tonight to stay alive. Jeff Gare has the puck for the Outlaws. Smooth skating Outlaw defender lugs it over the Winterhawks line. Faked the slap shot against Pelche. Centered it across in front of the net. Goes back to the right point. Taylor Wilson, whoa, shot. That one just tipped wide. Gare in the corner, centered it. Murray has it hop off his stick. Pelche to Henderson for the Winterhawks. Henderson plays it ahead to Colin Power. He's got Welsh in front, and Welsh was just a stride offside.
Another good opportunity by the Longhorn.
Now they've called that back to the Winterhawk line, called it a two-line pass, did they?
Yeah. Taylor Wilson let a good point shot go.
See old-timer goaltender Stewie Archer in there rating the Mondo pizza.
He's digging into our pizza.
That Mondo pizza at halftime.
Best pizza in town.
There you go, Mondo's Pizza. Best pizza in town, says Stewie Bell.
Stewie Archer there into the Royal Hawaiian, as that Mondo pizza is a dandy. Colin Power turning in the neutral zone for the Winterhawks. Tried to clear it in. It went off the official skate and went right to Murray of the Outlaws. Murray fired it over the Winterhawk line. He races to the bench on a line change. Oh, there's Gare bumping with Pelche. Gare tried to sweep it in front of the net as players on both teams had fallen. As Duffy bring that puck over the line, it is offside.
Just over the line. Dwayne Kershaw was right on that line. He spotted that right away. No doubt in his mind.
So they'll hold that face-off over the Winterhawks line right in front of their bench. They are the home team tonight. Outlaws winning that one. Jeff Gare lifts a puck high and into the near corner. Gagnon for the Winterhawks working his way along the boards. Runs in Eric Lee. Eric dumped it over the Winterhawk line. Bob Andrea turning there against the checking of Blair Duffy. Andrea stick handles to center, trying to get it past the Daniel. That's broken up Jeff Gare, and he tried to clear it along the boards. It went out of play. I don't know what happened. One of the fans down the way here knocked over a whole container of cans. Made a great racket. Everybody thought there was a scrap in the stands.
We thought we were having a fight up here or something, Chip.
It's
just somebody stumbling over the garbage pail.
A minor mishap, yeah, but it was a whole plastic can, garbage pail full of cans. It made a great clatter as it hit the concrete floor. Always lots of fun things happening at Meadow Park. There's a shot from Andrea that Huber gets the stick out to make the save on, and he had to get the trapper out there as well as Ducharme was circling right around that Winterhawk net. There's another pizza robber here. One of these old timers aren't eating very well. This is normally
they haven't been fed lately, I guess. Just like the bears are coming down scavenging.
Well, the high bouncing puck is cleared out over the Outlaws line. Wow, a great collision there at center ice as Lee fell over Ducharme. Ducharme managed to get the puck to Rob Devine. Far side, Andrea, low slap shot. I think that hit the side of the net, bounced in behind the net at any rate. Blair Duffy along the boards being bothered there by Devine. Timmons in to help out. Knocks the puck over the blue line, bounces right to Richard Zoll. Zoll stick handling against Kevin Sock, but the Winterhawk zone tried to clear it in front to Andrea there. Picked off that puck, or Eric Lee would have had a good scoring opportunity. Someone collided with the Winterhawk net.
Well, there Duffy knocked it off, so it's going to be outside the blue line.
That's Dave Hornsby in, re-anchoring the Winterhawk net. And you're right, Doug, they'll charge Duffy with that minor delay and move the puck face-off out over the line. There's Timmons off the face-off. Fired it in behind the Winterhawk net. Power, far side there to Mike Setter, assistant captain, longtime member of the Winterhawks. Gets it to Henderson. Nice little tip pass there to Welsh, broken up by the Outlaws. Here comes Shane Gilliatt. Gilliatt's got Hannon with him. Little dump pass to Hannon. Hannon high, slap shot. That bounces right in front of the Winterhawk net and rolls right to Colin Power, and a whistle
sticking penalty.
Dave Crowler. I'm not sure if it's a penalty or just a whistle down.
Just a whistle down high stick.
Hit the puck with a high stick,
Good save by Rennie LeBlanc. Daryl Hannon cranked one up there, but Rennie LeBlanc able
came
to
up, covered the
stop
angle.
that.
Wow, that was a big rebound.
Moved right out on him, took the net away.
I guess someone took a swipe at it when it was up in the air, that rebound bouncing down. So 13:55 to go here, second half. The Outlaws leading the Winterhawks by a goal. Troy Welch has the puck for the Winterhawks. Runs into Jeff Gare in the neutral zone. Gare ahead to Hannon. Hannon is checked there by Pelche. The puck bounced to the far side where Gare centered in front. Hannon took a swipe at it. Rothram had another chance for the Outlaws. It's in the corner there, and Hannon is down.
Chris Pelche with a tripping penalty, taking out Daryl Hannon in front of that net.
Jeff Gare in the corner trying to center the puck and had Hannon in front of the net. I guess Pelche on the way over to check Gare managed to maybe knock the skates out from underneath Hannon.
Well, being down 1 goal, you don't want to be taking any penalties, but you don't want people standing around in front of your net either, I guess.
So the Outlaws will have Zoll with Murray and Bell as their forwards. They've got Jeff Gare and Taylor Wilson on the points. Bell has the puck in the corner. He's battling away there with Kevin Sopp. Zoll in to help out Bell. He's being watched by Colin Power. Zoll's got the puck. Goes in behind the Winterhawk net. Ooh, centered in front. Comes back to Gare. Gare's shot. That's off a leg and into the corner. Murray now for the Outlaws. Being watched by Bob Andrea. Andrea got it as far as the line. Kept in by Wilson. He runs into Mark Henderson. Henderson just clears it over the Outlaws line. Power there watching Jeff Gare. Gare bounces it off the end boards, goes around to Taylor Wilson. Wilson's pass is knocked down by Henderson. Bounces right back into the near corner. Gare along the boards to Zoll. Intercepted by Colin Power. Shot there by Henderson. He got a good scoring opportunity. Colin Power, the
that
Winterhawks,
top corner.
makes a move. Power for Henderson once again. Oh, just dribbled wide of the net. Power and Henderson, pretty dangerous penalty killers.
They're probably more dangerous when they're killing penalties than they are on a regular line, because they have so much more room to play with.
Bobby Andrea for the Winterhawks. 51 seconds remaining in the penalty call against the Winterhawks. Pelche. Winterhawks clear at the length of the ice. Huber out to side of the net. Battling there with Ducharme. The puck to Shane Gilliatt of the Outlaws. Gilliatt lugs the puck as far as the Winterhawks line. In behind the play, Paul Timmins and Ducharme got sticks up at one another. I think they'll both be going to the penalty box.
Well, I don't think either one of the players can be upset on that. They both deserved a penalty there. Paul Timmins for using a stick on him after he had been wrestling with Paul Huber there, and Troy Welsh for putting that glove in Paul Timmins' face also deserves a penalty.
Well, I don't know if it was Troy Welsh. It might have been Bruno Ducharme. And I don't see Ducharme going to the penalty box. It looks like it might be just one way here.
No, he indicated both players. He put a finger at both of them. I saw him.
Okay, well, there's 35 seconds remaining in the call against Chris Pelche.
It was Bruno Ducharme, not Troy Walsh.
Okay, so Ducharme and Timmins will have to sit out a couple of minutes. Outlaws still on the power play. They'll have Shane Gilliatt at center, Eric Lee on the left side, and Blair Duffy in the right wing. Mark Broshek and Taylor Wilson, the point men. Robbie Devine wins the face-off for the Winterhawks, lugs the puck into Outlaw territory, makes a nice move around the defender. In front of Power, tried to get it to Bob Andrea, puck in behind Andrea. Andrea now in a collision with a couple of Outlaws in behind the Outlaw goal. Shane Gilliatt gaining control of the puck. Whoa, makes a nice move around Devine. Gilliatt, far side there to Blair Duffy, rolling puck. Duffy slaps it. Wow, that one's high and off the glass. Power in the near boards for the Winterhawks. Couldn't clear it out against Jeff Gare. Gare's shot at the net was knocked down by Devine here, nearly got loose. And Gilliatt hit the Winterhawk line. The play is whistled down. I think you're calling it a glove pass? Or a two-line,
or I don't know. I didn't see what it was.
Now they're going to have the face-off at center ice, Doug. That changed an indication.
Obviously, it was a mistake.
A mistake has been made. I think it was whistled down. One of the linesmen thought it was a two-line pass, but it wasn't. And just 1 second remaining in Pelche's penalty as the puck is dropped. Pelche hops over the boards into the Winterhawk bench. Colin Power coming on for the Winterhawks. The team's at full strength. 11:29 to go here, second half. The Outlaws leading the Winterhawks 4-3. Here's Troy Welch for the Winterhawks. Gets it to Colin Power. Power's standing in front and just fired wide of the net.
I think we got a penalty coming to Jeff Gare here, too, for elbowing. Took Troy Welch along the board.
Gare and Welsh along the boards. Lost sight of that one, Doug, but
they're just gone. Troy Welsh had passed the puck over to Colin Power and continued along the boards, and Jeff Gare took him right in with an elbow and was right in front of Dave Crowther, so he had to call it.
So the Winterhawks now with a power play. They trail by a goal. Colin Power with a face-off. It's Mike Sadler at the left point, taking a look in front. Sadler on this side, the puck hit Henderson right on the tape. It bounced over his stick, had to go in behind the net to Troy Welsh. Welsh circling in front, shot. Wow, that one's just off Hubert. Centered in front, bouncing puck. Wow, Hubert with a blocker save on Welsh. Here's Sadler at the point. This side, Henderson has it. Rolling puck goes in behind the net. Power now against Taylor Wilson. Wilson gets it to Daryl Hannon, and the Winterhawks have cleared the zone. A couple of good saves by Paul Hubert. There's LeBlanc out of the Winterhawk net. Henderson. Welsh back to Henderson. Sadler couldn't get loose along the wing. It's cleared back into LeBlanc. Pelche now. Head to Henderson. Wow, his pass in behind Troy Welsh. The Winterhawks not getting organized very well in their power play chance here. Now Henderson pulls up along the near boards. Cross ice pass goes in behind Welsh. He had to pull up. Being checked there by Derek Bell. Welsh, Henderson steps over the Outlaws line. Works his way along the boards. Centered in front. Oh, just under Devine's stick. Here's Sadler winding up. Nice save as Schubert cut off the angle.
Good save by Paul Huber on Mike Sadler, but good work by the Winterhawks keeping that puck in. Mark Henderson was able to get around the defenseman and set that puck up for a nice shot for Mike Sadler. They've had a few good opportunities in the last couple of rushes.
And the Winterhawks will enjoy the man advantage for another 48 seconds. Jeff Gare in the penalty box for the Outlaws. Gilliette and Devine on the face-off. Devine gets it to Louis Daigneault. Back to Andrea at the point. This side here to Kevin Sopp. Sopp wraps it along the boards. Ducharme. Now back to Sopp at the right point. Fake the slap shot into Ducharme. It goes cross ice. Daigneault has it. The Winterhawks. Oh, here's a chance. Oh, shot there by Ducharme as Daigneault got it to Ducharme. And Ducharme's knocked down by Derek Bell. They go down in 8.
Derek Bell took him down after that shot, but Ducharme was wide open from Louis Daigneault and got a good shot away, but shot it right at Paul Hubert, so Paul didn't have much of a problem saving it.
I was going to say the Winterhawks were working their power play very much on the outside as the Outlaws had the box set up very well. And all of a sudden that cross-ice pass to Ducharme, and he got a pretty good shot on that. He'll drop the puck once again. Ducharme has it along the right wing board. So Sopp back to Ducharme as they work that little give and go. With much success. It's centered now. Here's Andrea. His shot. He got the shot away. The net was knocked off its moorings.
Net's off.
Rob Devine with the puck at the side of the net, and he kind of thought about shoveling out in front, and then saw Andrea all over the point.
There, yeah.
As Andrea wound up to take that shot. A couple of players hit the Outlaws net. I know Daigneault was one of them. So that caused the stoppage in play, but they will hold the face-off to the left of Outlaws goaltender Paul Huber. The Winterhawks have changed their forward line. They've got Power at center now with Henderson and Welsh. Leave Sopp and Andrea on the point. Shane Gilliette and Glenn Murray, the penalty-killing forwards for the Outlaws. Sopp has it at the right point. Shot, wow, that's off Gilliette's ankle. That one must have hurt. Centered in front. Power gets it in. Oh, chipped in. Troy Welsh. Oh, Mark Henderson. I don't think that shot by Welsh went in, but Henderson got the rebound.
Colin Power laid it over to Longhorns have got to dig down deep now if they want this one for a winner.
Yeah, and both those goals coming on the power play for the Winterhawks here in the second half. So we got 9:30 to go here. A 4-4 tie. We're going to start all over again.
Got to stay out of that penalty box.
Daryl Hannon, Eric Lee, and Mike Rothram for the Outlaws in the first half. Glenn Murray scored with just about 40 seconds gone here in the first half. In the second half for the Outlaws. Tapley's got goals from Louis Daigneault and Mark Henderson in the first half. And now Troy Welsh and Mark Henderson. And we've got a 4-4 tie. The puck into Winterhawk zone. Kevin Sopp runs into Richard Zoll. Outlaws forechecking hard once again. It's Taylor Wilson at the point. High slap shot goes wide of the net. Eric Lee chases it along the near boards. Lee against Colin Power. Power lifts his stick. It's to Jeff Gare. His centering pass picked off there by Troy Welsh. Welsh tried to get around Wilson. Wilson made a good play, but the Winterhawks Welsh with a chance. Whoa, it's in Huber's pads. Another shot by Power just goes wide of the net. Here's Troy Welsh once again for the Winterhawks. Knocked away from him by Jeff Gare. Here come the Outlaws. Blair Duffy at the line leaves it for Richard Zoll. Zoll lost one towards the net.
Ronnie LeBlanc was screened on that all the way in, but Richard Zoll just fouled up.
Richard Zoll gives the Longhorn Outlaws the lead once again. It was a very short-lived lead by the Winterhawks. Richard Zoll puts them up 5-4. Another one of those put the puck on the net kind of situations.
You never know what's going to happen if you shoot at the net.
Lots of traffic in front of LeBlanc. Oh, here's a chance now for Rothman, the Outlaws. Rothman cut again. Back to the backhand, and the net is up. It's morning once again, and no goal, says Dave Crowther. Rothman split the Winterhawk defense.
That puck come off the boards pretty weird. Mike Sadler was just trying to corral it, and it slipped off his stick. But Mike Rothram was in full steam there. He just booted between the two defensemen and was able to break in on goal. Rennie LeBlanc could have been 6-4, but Rennie made the big save for him.
LeBlanc laying down across the goal crease, kept the puck out of the net. The Winterhawks still trail by a goal. They've got the puck. Pelche has it. Pelche lugging it to the center red line, tried to clear it over the Outlaws zone. Over the Outlaws line, broken up by the Outlaws. Daniel cross ice to Mike Sadler. Sadler tried to get it back to Daniel, intercepted there by Rothram. Rothram had Hannon in front, the puck off a stick in behind the net though. Ducharme leaves it for Devine. Loose pucks picked up by Timmons. Timmons from a tough angle there, hit the side of the net, goes into the corner here where Chris Pelche for the Winterhawks. Cross ice pass to Mike Sadler. Sadler's pass is intercepted at center by Derek Bell. His pass in behind Shane Gilliatt, who rolls right into the Winterhawk net though, and with Glenn Murray there, Rene LeBlanc will hang on. 7:43 to go, Doug.
It's going to be a close one, 5-4. It's going to be a rough 7 minutes and 43 seconds, Jim. Winterhawks don't want this one to go another game. Longhorn want to stay in it.
Shots on goal, the Longhorn Outlaws favor, 27-22. The face-off there between Power and Zoll. Power couldn't control it. Zoll got it back to the point, but Gare's shot was knocked down by the Winterhawks. Andrea has it. Andrea looking far side there to Welsh. Welsh gains the blue line. It's knocked off his stick then, and Taylor Wilson chases it for the Outlaws into the corner. Tried to clear it. Welsh centered the puck, but Gare there for the Outlaws. Gare's got Murray on the far side, streaking down the right wing boards. The puck ahead of Murray bounced off the boards, and the speeding Outlaw forward couldn't quite catch up with it. But here's Bell knocking it as far as the Winterhawk line. Sop to Colin Power. Pass picked up there by Jeff Gare once again. Played an excellent hockey game for the Outlaws tonight. Low slap shot, that's off LeBlanc's stick. Andrea turning in the corner, wraps it off the glass. Henderson leaves it there for Colin Power. He's got Welsh on the far side. Power over the line. Drops it back to Henderson. Gare all over him to do some back checking, and Jeff Gare just caught up with Henderson, or he had a good scoring chance. Puck cleared all the way back in the Winterhawk zone where LeBlanc had to use the big goals.
Did you see that?
Eric Lee, and big collision in behind
Henderson had just gone past Gare. Gare had him right by the throat with his stick, yanked him down.
That was in behind the play, and I'm not sure that Mark Henderson wasn't cut on it.
Oh, it could be. That.
Garrett caught up with Henderson in the outlaw zone, and they collided along the boards. The puck went up the other end of the rink, which I was watching, Doug, and this behind the play looks like it is a 5-minute major to Jeff Gare, as he got the stick up on Henderson as he drug him down, and I think cut Henderson, so that's an automatic 5-minute major.
That should be a 5. It's drawing blood, actually. could be a game, but seems he's still in the box, so they've just given him a 5-minute major.
Well, Doug, we've got 6:41 to play here in the second half. The Winterhawks trading by a goal, but they'll have a man advantage for the full 5 minutes. And they've got the puck. Mike Sadler has it on the far boards. Sadler, shot goes off his stick, rolls right into Huber. Mike Broschek for the Outlaws couldn't clear it out along the boards. Stroutman taps it in behind the net. Ducharme tried to cut in front. It comes back to Pelche at the point. Pelche winding up. High slap shot scores! Pelche was tied at 5.
That's a near impossible shot to stop. When they hit the post and go in, hit the other post and go in the net, pretty tough to stop those. Huber was out quite a ways to try and take the. So they're still on 4 minutes and 32 seconds with that penalty.
And with 6:13 to go, second half. Tied at 5-5. What a shot. Looked like a pinball machine as it was bouncing off the post and finally fell in behind Huber. Chris Pelche tying it up for the Winterhawks. Mike Broschek. The Outlaws dumps it in behind the Winterhawk net. Gilliatt there bumps with Bob Andrea. The puck's underneath Gilliatt. Power, and Andrea poking away at it. Puck goes to Andrea, just slid it over to Power and then gets it back. Gilliatt doing a bit of good checking on this penalty killing situation for the Outlaws. The puck at the Outlaws line. Troy Welsh left it there for Power. Gets to Andrea, to Kevin Sopp. Sopp looks deep in the corner. Welsh has it hop over his stick. Timmons there, knocks it along the boards. Didn't come out over the line though. Sopp has it, cleared it into Welsh. Back to Sopp. High slap shot. That's caught by Huber, and that was low for the top corner.
Another high shot there with Colin Power right in front trying to tip it down, but he missed it, and Huber was able to get it with his glove and hold it for a whistle.
3:27 to go in the major penalty against Jeff Garrett. 5:28 to go in the hockey game. We're tied 5-5, and yes, we will see overtime. Doug, this won't be a tie. They'll have to settle this one tonight.
Yeah, they will. But with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in that penalty, we might see another goal here yet.
Big advantage for the Winterhawks. The Winterhawks, Andrea leaving it for Colin Power as he begins this rush for the Hawks. It's back to Andrea, carries the puck along the right wing boards, gains the Outlaw blue line, slipped it through some skates to Power, had to pull up in the corner, gets it to Henderson to the point, back to Power. Henderson breaking for the net. Power hangs on, goes to Kevin Sopp. Now to Power along the boards once again, centered in front. It's knocked away from Andrea there by Daryl Hannon. Hannon watches Andrea closely at center. Puck goes across to Troy Welsh. Welsh over the Outlaws line, goes deep into the corner, is going to come around behind the Outlaws net. Into the right corner, got Pelche in front, centered in front. Pelche took a swing at it. Intercepted there by Daryl Hannon. He carries the puck as far as center ice, wraps it in on LeBlanc.
Boy, that puck dropped on the way in. That almost got by Rennie LeBlanc into the net there. Those are tricky, those things.
Kind of a funny shot.
I feel sorry for the goalies when those things drop like that. They just don't have a chance.
Dipped like a nasty slider or something as it came towards Huber. And that puck is cleared by the Outlaws, goes into their bench, so we'll get a stoppage in play, Doug. 4:14 remaining in the second half, and 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the major penalty against Jeff Garrett. Face-off will be out over the Outlaws blue line. Richard Zoll and Mike Rothstrom. Penalty killing forwards for the Outlaws. Pelche for the Winterhawks tried to get it to Vine, broken up at the Outlaw line. Pelche gets the puck back once again, goes cross ice to Mike Sadler. Sadler up the middle there is Ducharme, breaks towards the net, tough angle. Ducharme got a shot on goal, but easily handled there by Huber. Ooh, spinning chance to the side, rolling through the crease. Ducharme whacking at it, can't get his stick on it, scored by the Outlaws. Now here's a battle in behind the play once again as the action in front of the Outlaws net as we're getting pretty hot and heavy. Here come the Winterhawks once again on a rush as they gather the puck in their own zone. Brought it to center. Louis Daniel tipped it to the corner. Zoll trying to clear it along the near boards. Couldn't do so for the Outlaws. A shot from Pelche and Huber will glove that puck.
Well, we're seeing lots of body work down in there now, Jim. They're getting a little rougher. They don't want anybody scoring any goals. They want anybody standing in front of that net. But the Winterhawks had a couple of golden opportunities. Troy Murray there was a couple or 3 shots trying to bang it in, but Paul Huber just wasn't going to give him any ground.
Yeah, Troy Welsh and Rene Ducharme had a couple of whacks at a puck that was bouncing through the Outlaws' crease as well. Minute and 49 seconds remaining. A Garris penalty. 3:30 to go on the scoreboard clock here. Second half, 5-5 tie. Outlaws clearing the puck all the way back into Winterhawks zone. Rene LeBlanc, Winterhawks goaltender, pretty fair stick handler himself, cleared it along the boards. In the neutral zone, broken up by the Outlaws. Here come the Winterhawks once again. Bob Andrea making moves at center ice. Andrea dumps the puck off the boards, rolls into the corner. Murray there for the Outlaws against Welsh. Murray with a chance to clear it. Got it as far as the line, knocked down by Kevin Sopp. Shot from the side of the net. I think he intended that for Welsh to try and tip.
It was shooting that towards Troy Welsh for the tip in.
Anderson for the Winterhawk. His centering pass picked off by Shane Gilliatt. Gilliatt lofts the puck the length of the ice. LeBlanc out. Fires it right back up the center red line. The puck is tipped there to Colin Power. Power's pickpocketed there by Eric Lee. Lee couldn't get loose for the Outlaws, but get the puck to Daryl Hannon. Hannon along the boards. Broken up by the Winterhawks. Welsh has it. Too far for Sadler. The Outlaws, Timmins has it. Wraps it right back in behind the Winterhawk net. Kevin Sopp to Colin Power. Far boards. Just 35 seconds remaining in Garris penalty. We're tied 5-5. Hannon has the puck for the Outlaws. Ooh, just rolled off his stick, and Colin Power there to gobble it up for the Winterhawks. Got Henderson on this side. Gains the blue line. Colin Power, whoa, he ran into Mike Broshek, fell to the ice. Hannon for the Outlaws. Dumps it back into the Winterhawk zone. Pelche turns in behind his own net. Chris Pelche gathering speed, lugging the puck to center ice. Oh, he's runs into Mike Rothram there. Rothram collided with Sadler. The Outlaws doing a good job in the neutral zone. Now the Outlaws with the puck. In Winterhawk territory, Pelche there low as he cut the Outlaws off at the side of the net. Jeff Gare out of the penalty box. Team's back at full strength, Doug, with 1 minute and 32 seconds to play.
It's going to be a close one now.
Paul Timmins goes in behind his goaltender for the Outlaws. Try to clear it. Knocked down by Daniel in front. Dropped the by. Iron wide of the net. What a chance for Devine. There's a shot there. Louis Daniel scored.
That's some good hard work up there by the Winterhawks, keeping that puck in. Robbie Devine, Bruno.
There from Bob Andrea, but it was low and it was on the net. Wow, Louis Daniel right in front of the crease, popped it in behind Huber. Can you believe this? The Winterhawks lead 6-5. First time they've had the lead all night, Doug.
Yeah, and it's only with 1 minute and 13 seconds left. It's almost like they know when they have to score and get the winner.
Here comes
but they do have the old veterans, and you know they know what it takes to. They got to turn up a notch. They can. All my compliments go to the Longhorn boy. Last year they didn't even make a playoff game. They didn't even win a playoff game. This year they've gone right to the final with the Winterhawks. They've made themselves proud of the team they've got.
That puck went off Glenn Murray's stick as the Outlaws gained the Winterhawk blue line, or just got as far as the Winterhawk blue line. We'll have to watch because I'm sure that Paul Huber will be coming out of the Outlaws' goal as soon as the Outlaws get a chance to put it deep in Winterhawk territory. Right. Puck to Jeff Gare.
He's on the way to the bench now.
As Gare fires that off of LeBlanc's pad. Daryl Hannon hops over the boards, and the Outlaws have their goaltender pulled. They have an extra skater on the ice. Bob Andrea with the puck for the Winterhawks. Tried to clear it. Hit Richard Zoll. Zoll chases it to the corner there against Andrea. Tried to center it in front. Here's Derek Bell cutting in front. Derek Bell had it knocked away and in behind.
Derek Bell almost had one from the side there.
Puck cleared out. Taylor Wilson for the Outlaws with 33 seconds remaining to play. His pass went astray at center ice. Winterhawks have it at their own line. Andrea fired it as far as the Outlaws line. Oh, there's Colin Power stealing the puck. Oh, hit the post.
Out of the net. Could have salted it away there, Jim. Guess he just wanted to make it a little more exciting.
Here's Welsh stealing the puck for the Winterhawks. Welsh scores for the Winterhawks. Lead by 2.
My heart goes out to the Longhorn boys. They've worked hard this game.
And it wasn't until just a couple of incidents right at the end of the game that they've lost this one. They sure played hard, and you almost hate to see them have to lose it.
Well, Louis Daniel scoring the go-ahead goal with just over a minute to go, and then Troy Welsh adding an empty netter. It's the Winterhawks 7, Outlaws 5. Just about 8 seconds remaining on the clock as Mike Rothram has the puck for the Outlaws at his own bench. Rothram head to Hannon, bumps there with Mike Sadler. It's cleared to the Outlaw line, and that's going to be the hockey game. Dogs and the Tapleys Winterhawks have won their own cup. They won Tapleys Cup once again. Thinking about the 10 years of that cup's existence, they've only lost it a couple of times, both those times to Garfinkel's.
Garfinkel's the only other team that have ever won it.
Winterhawks
and
won
they
last
think
year?
because it's got their name on it that they own it. And so they just managed to keep on winning it. But my number 3 star, going to go to Paul Huber. Paul played great. He kept Longhorn in there for a lot of times. The Winterhawks had a lot of shots on him where it could have been more goals. My number 2 star, got to go to Mark Henderson. He just played great out there. He got 2 goals himself. And my number 1 star, Louis Daniel. He got their first goal that got them going and seemed to get them back in the game, and he also got himself the winner. Louis is my number 1 star, Mark Henderson's my number 2 star, and Paul Huber is my number 3 star.
Alrighty, well, Tapleys win this best of 5 championship series. They get the broom out and win 3-0. First 2 games were close, and boy, what a hockey game tonight. The Outlaws were in it all the way, and just that little bit of a letdown towards the end of the hockey game, and maybe the experience of the Winterhawks paid off. They, as you mentioned before, got those goals when they needed them.
Yeah, the 5-minute major, that was a bad one. That cost them 1 goal there, which they could have still been up. But you got to give full credit to the Winterhawks. They played hard. They know what it takes to win, and they just keep doing it year after year.
Alrighty, we'll give full credit to both teams, the Winterhawks and the Longhorn Outlaws. Tapleys Winterhawks win the hockey game 7-5. They win Tapleys Cup and the championship of the men's A division for another year. Thanks for joining us. It's been lots of fun here on Whistler Cable 6.